Today I am reviewing the MSI Aegis R2 AI gaming desktop. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you're looking for a pre-built gaming desktop that hits that high-end sweet spot without forcing you to build it yourself, the MSI Aegis R2 is probably on your radar. I have been putting this machine through its paces for the last 2 weeks, and while it is a powerhouse, there are definitely some trade-offs you need to understand before you drop that kind of money. You can check the links below the video to explore the product or find its current price if you want to follow along with the specs as we go. Let's start with the performance, because that is why anyone buys an Aegis R2. With the Intel Core Ultra 9 285 processor and that RTX 5070 Ti, this thing is a beast for gaming at 1440p and even 4K. I played through several demanding titles, and the frame rates were incredibly stable. The AI accelerators in the new Intel chip are a bit of a wild card right now since there are not many consumer applications that fully utilize them yet, but for raw gaming power and multitasking, it is snappy. You won't be dealing with stuttering or background process lag here. The cooling system is where I have mixed feelings. MSI included an RGB air cooler and 4 system fans, which look great through the side panel. In a standard gaming session, the thermals stayed well within the safe zone, and the noise levels were surprisingly manageable. However, if you are planning to push this machine with heavy rendering tasks or long-term overclocking, you might find that it runs a bit hotter than a liquid-cooled setup would. It is perfectly adequate for gaming, but do not expect silent operation when the fans ramp up during an intense firefight. I also want to talk about the build quality. The case is clean and understated, which I appreciate because not everyone wants a PC that looks like a spaceship. The RGB button on the top is a nice touch for quick changes without needing to dive into the MSI Center software every single time, though the software itself is functional if you do want to customize the look. The inclusion of USB Type-C is standard now, but it is placed well for accessibility. If you are interested in grabbing one for yourself, you can check the links below the video to see the latest pricing and availability. Now, here is the honest truth about the downsides. First, the air cooling. While it works, it is the one area where I feel MSI cut a corner to keep the price competitive. If you're the type of user who obsesses over low temperatures, you might eventually want to swap that air cooler out for an AIO liquid cooler down the line. Second, the proprietary nature of some pre-built components can make future upgrades a bit of a headache compared to a custom-built rig. If you're someone who likes to swap out motherboards or cases every few years, this might feel a bit restrictive. Who is this for? If you are a gamer who wants a plug-and-play experience, needs high-end performance right out of the box, and doesn't want to spend an entire weekend troubleshooting driver conflicts or cable management, this is a solid choice. It handles VR without breaking a sweat, and it is more than capable of handling streaming while gaming. Who should avoid it? If you are a DIY enthusiast who builds PCs for the hobby of it, you're going to find better value by picking your own parts. You can often get better cooling and higher-tier power supplies for the same price if you build it yourself. Also, if you're strictly an office worker or a casual browser, this is massive overkill. You are paying for a high-end GPU that you would never actually use. The value proposition here is really about the convenience and the warranty support you get from a major brand like MSI. You are paying